And to this day, it's still a mystery. Nobody knows how that happened. When Glenn and I first started the studio, we didn't know where it was going to go, what it was going to be. But we always embraced the idea of growth and to become better. In 2020, Glenn came to me and he said, "Now's the time. I want to build 3 additional rooms." I said, "Okay, let's do it." He said, "I want a room that's a bigger production studio, much like Onyx." He said, "I want a mastering suite where that's what we do. It needs to be reflective of the process, clean." We named that Opal after his grandfather. And if we can, I want a room that is dedicated for programming, sequencing, single vocals. We figured out a plan to make it work and how we were going to put this all together. We start sourcing all of the necessary materials that we need. Ruby Room build-out has begun. And in this room, as you can see behind me, there's a lot of glass. We do that so that we have visual connection with our artists and we can communicate back and forth. I have to order a whole bunch of glass for not only the piece behind me, but for other spaces. And before it even gets put in, construction worker comes over to my office and says, "We have a problem." I don't know what happened, but the glass fell over in the live room and it is shattered. Glass is expensive, but I say, "I'll go ahead and order another piece. We'll get it in. We'll get it done." Glass comes in. We put it in. And as they're installing that second replacement of glass, it shifted or something, and there became a crack all the way across the glass. I order another piece of glass, third piece. It comes in, and we put it in. Everything's good. So I'm in the clear. Then we're ready to put in drywall around the frame of the glass. Drywall crew leaves. I get a phone call. Now these guys are afraid to call me or even bring me over. And I said, "Please tell me this is not about glass." They said, "You just need to come over." And I guess when they were screwing in the drywall where they put it in the wall, the screw nicked the top of the glass and it sent a crack through the glass. So now we've had to replace 3 pieces of glass in this room. Now Ruby Control Room is finally done. I can move on to the next project. We want it to have a microphone display that showed Glenn's amazing collection. Because of that, there are large pieces of glass where you can look into this display. I go to check in on the progress of this, and somehow one of the pieces of glass is completely shattered. And of course, I had to order another piece of glass so I could get that replaced. And to this day, it's still a mystery. Nobody knows how that happened. We're finishing up Ruby, and I have someone upstairs working, and their foot came through the ceiling of Ruby Lounge. So I get the drywall fixed and repainted, and literally a week later, someone else is working up there, and the same thing happens. So I'm doing a second repair of drywall and painting. Then one day I'm giving a tour. We come out of the mastering suite, and next thing I know, I look over and I see my HVAC guy who's up there working on ductwork, his legs hanging through the ceiling of Ruby Lounge. I just looked to my tour and I said, "I promise you, this is not normal." I had to fix the drywall and the ceiling. once again. Through the years, anytime we've done renovations here at the studio, I always thought it was cool. Glenn would write somewhere in the room, GT Hearts ST, and then write the year that we were doing it. And so I thought, what a great idea. Why don't we have clients and our friends to come out and in Ruby Live Room, write all over the walls, messages, wishes, pictures, whatever they felt led to do. And they did. And it was amazing. Even with all the obstacles and challenges that we had in putting together this space, it's all worth it. When I see people working out of here and how much they love it, I'd do it all again.